Hello YouTube and welcome to lesson 13 of the Adobe XD tutorial series, and today we're going to look at how to create a basic layout without the use of any external software. So if you were to view my lesson 12 tutorial video, then you see that we learn how to create a basic icon set ourselves. So we are going to use these icons as well, and we are going to create a layout from scratch. So in order to create the layout, what I want to do is I want to turn on the grid itself, because that will help me make my design consistent. So I'm going to use a 16 pixel grid right here, and maybe I want to resize this a bit, just a bit. All right, and you can see that it helps me resize the artboard. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to create my own design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. So this is where my status bar will be. Alright, so I'm going to choose just a black icon right over here, just say something like this. Alright, and over here at the bottom, so this will be where my menus will go in. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to create a services a layout, for example. So what I want to do is, let's say for example, just drag in my symbols right here. So just place this one out here, place this one out here, place this one out over here, and place this one out over here. All right, so let's say this is my app. I place it all on different places just like this, and now what I want to do is I want to create a sign in icon. So let's say for example, what I want to do is I want to create a sign in icon over here where users can input their username and password and sign in. So I'm just going to drag this out just like this. So let's say this is the username space over here. I just leave the one line gap over here at the end. So I'm just going to keep it just down below, just like this, and drag it and keep it over here as well. Just make a copy of this. And now I'm going to create a sign in icon just like this over here. Over here will be the sign in, the sign up, and the sign in icon. So I'm going to keep this right over here. And then another one, I'm just going to keep it right over here. So this is going to be the sign up, and this is going to be the sign in icon right there. So now what I want to do is I want to copy and paste it. Maybe not copy and paste it. I want to create a forgot password section as well. So now I'm going to grab my text, just drag 3x3 icon just like this, and say forgot my password. All right, so forgot my password. Alright, there you go. So now I'm going to center line this one out. Alright, so center line this, and then reduce the size of this text over here. So this is 20. So let me just do 12, and there 12 is a bit too less, I guess. So I'm just going to do 16 just like this. So that's forgot my password right over there, and then keep it at the bottom over here. Okay, there you go. So this one, I'm going to change the color of this as well. So I'm going to select the font, and over here in the fill section, I'm just going to choose something like a blue. All right, there you go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the buttons over here. So I'm going to, let's say, round up the corners just like this, and keep around 30 pixel round corners. Not like that, but all 4 of the corners, I want it round, 30, and 30 just like this. Alright, there you go. So now I got the rounded corners for the username, and over here I want the rounded corners for the password, 30, 30, and 30 just like this. Alright, so now over here I want to add in some text. So if I were to just click it, you can see that I can see my text here. I'm going to type in username, and over here it's going to be my password. So over here it's going to be my password. Alright, so now I'm going to change the color of this. So fill color will be something like a dark gray color, just like this, where you can enter username and password. And I'm going to select both of these and then select white, just like that. Alright, so maybe I want to make the space a bit darker. So what I want to do is make both of these darker, just like this, where users can enter. And over here I want the sign in icon over here as well. So I'm going to make this 30. This is gonna be this 20, 20, 20, and 20. So this is gonna be sign up and sign in. Alright, so now I got all of these icons right here. Opacity, just turn it on, and then last one 20 as well. And now I'm going to fill it up with a color like this. Alright, there you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is copy and paste the same text, put it over here, drag it down with the arrow keys, and then say sign in. Let me use the capitals letter here, sign in. Alright, so let me just center align this, just select this out, and then center align this, just like that, and center align this as well. I'm going to do the same for these ones as well. So this, I'm just going to do center align like this, and for this one, I'm going to do center align just like this. Center align, select the password and the shape, and then center align. Alright, and here I'm going to do a sign up, so just do sign up. Alright, select the shape just like this, so just select the shape over here, center align, and then center align just like that. So there's the sign in button and there's the sign up button. So let me just rearrange these shapes just like this over here. So just rearrange the shape over here to create a more consistent spacing right there. And over here, let me create a 2-line gap, and let me keep this one over here to create a more authentic design, and over this here, just like this. So this is the services, and then this is the username and password. Forgot my password will be at the end, just like that. Alright, there you go. So I got my basic design ready, and over here, I can also enable the shadows to make it seem more interesting. I can also add in some background blurs. We are going to see that in further lessons right here. Maybe in the sign up, I want to add in some shadows as well. So this is how I can create a basic design, just like that. And over here, let me just bring this one out. Here is where the Android buttons will stay in. Alright, so this is where all of my things are properly in place. So for the background, what I want to do is I want to create something different. So I want to choose a different background color, maybe, for example. Then I can also select all of these, maybe use drop shadow for all of these as well. So use shadow over here, shadow, and over here shadow, and shadow over here as well. So shadow over the shape as well. Alright, so just use shadow. Alright, so select this one, that's shadow, 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 and shadow. Alright, there you go. So now I'm just going to disable the grid. So just go back to the grid over here. Just go back to the grid by double clicking this and disable the grid. And there you go. I have my basic app layout design just like that. So now what I can also do is select the background and then fill it up with the color that I want to use. So let's say, for example, I want to fill it up with a bluish color, bluish tint color, just like this. And maybe I want to change the my password color to something like dark blue. Alright, there you go. So this is how you can design. So let me say I want the blue to be a bit brighter, just like this. And you can see that my UI has been designed. So now what I want to do is I want to create, let's say when I press sign in, I want it to take me to a different page. So I'm just going to create a dummy artboard right here to demonstrate how things will look like. So I'm just going to select the iPhone 6 icon, just like this, and then I'm going to design everything else. So let me just resize this into the artboard of that size. So on the same size, I'm going to enable the grid over here and then resize this just like this. Alright, so I pull that in a bit and then I pull this up a bit just like this. Alright, so there you go. I got the artboard of the same size now, and then I'm going to let's say copy and paste all of this, copy this and paste this, and voila, everything paste in place over here. And over here what I want to do is, let's say I want the same color over here, so I'm going to press the color just like this. So I got the color right here. You can see that all of the colors actually come over there, and over here I'm just going to select this color right here. So select this and same background is there. I want to delete the username and password from this section. Alright, and let's say I got full on services over here. So I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to select the grid. Alright, so just turn on the grid just like this, and then I'm going to select the shapes over here. Select this shape over here. Alright, so let's say copy and paste this. So I guess like these are unlinked. So this is I'm going to unlink the symbol over here. Alright, there you go. So seems like both of the shapes were being selected at the same time. And over here, just like this. And over here, alright. Okay, this one over here. Alright, so same level of spacing should be there. Seems like there's some extra space over here, so it is not looking consistent. Let me just string out. Yeah, alright, so that's the artboard right here. So now I'm gonna bring this one out right here. Alright, there you go. Let me just copy and paste the symbols just like this, so it'll actually work out. Alright, there you go. Alright, so I got multiple artboards just like this. And let's say these are the other services that the users will be using. So I'm just copying and pasting my icons just like this. So let's say this is the page where the user will go once they click on this. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, let's say I'm going to link these up, and for that let me just create a back button really quick. So for the back button, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this, just like this, alright, and then click one here as well. So this is going to be the back button over here. And then now what I'm going to do is select both of these and increase the border size into 4. So let's select this one and increase the border size into something like 10. That's just too much, so let me just select white over here and increase the opacity, and then something like 2. Alright, there you go. So that's the border. Let me just rearrange these out. Let me just do this. Let me just select the pen tool over here and then make a back button out of it, just like this. Alright, so that seems more like it. And then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the border size into something like 5, so it's more visible, and then I'm going to increase the opacity, and that's more like it. Alright, border size, border color will be white, just like that. Alright, so that's the back button over there, just like that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to link these together. Alright, and to link them together, I'm going to go into my prototype page just like this, and you can see I can select individual icons right there. So just going to click and drag it over here, and this is going to be swipe to the left, and this one, alright, so this one is going to be swipe to the right. Alright, slide right. And now there's some easing option as well, so we're going to discuss that in further lessons. So let me just press preview right here. So let's just press preview, and you can see that if I press sign in, it actually goes in, and if I press this, it actually goes back. Seems like the swipe option has not been enabled over here, so let me just click it, and transition is push slide right. Alright, and then this one will be slide left. So this one is like this, this will be slide right. Alright, so preview this out just like this. Alright, so this is not sliding right for some reason. Alright, so let me just click this, and over here I'm just gonna do push left, and over here I'm gonna do push right. Alright, so push right just like this. Okay, so now let me preview that out. Okay, so it is not previewing the push left and right for some reason. If you restart the software, then this will actually work out, and you can see that the buttons are actually working, and it is actually going on to the next page. And this is how you create a basic layout right from scratch inside of Adobe XD itself. Hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.